What if I told you that a $2 bottle of white vinegar is actually a medical, culinary, and cleaning genius in disguise? Most people just use it for salad dressing, but in China, people have been using it for centuries to do things that modern science is only just beginning to explain. From dropping the blood sugar impact of your rice to literally erasing rust off a 50-year-old cleaver, here are the Chinese 43 clever white vinegar hacks that will genuinely blow your mind and make your life easier. Number 43. The fluffy rice secret. Next time you cook white rice, add just 1 teaspoon of white vinegar to the cooking water before you turn on the heat. Chinese home cooks have done this for generations, and here's why it works. The acetic acid in the vinegar slightly breaks down the outer starch coating on each grain, preventing them from clumping together and giving you that beautiful, separated, pearly finish. You will not taste the vinegar at all because the acid evaporates during cooking. The result is restaurant-quality rice every single time. Number 42. Instant egg peeling. Add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar directly to your pot of water before you boil your eggs. The vinegar penetrates the porous eggshell and slightly softens the membrane between the shell and the egg white. This means when you go to peel, the shell slides off in large, clean pieces instead of those frustrating little chips. This is especially useful when you're making a big batch of hard-boiled eggs for Chinese braised dishes or tea eggs. Number 41. Meat velveting with vinegar. Chinese restaurants get that incredibly tender, silky texture in their stir-fry meat through a process called velveting. While traditional velveting uses baking soda, adding just half a teaspoon of white vinegar to your marinade does something equally powerful. The acid begins to break down tough connective tissue and muscle fibers in cheaper cuts of beef or pork, making them noticeably softer after just 20 minutes. Combine it with a little cornstarch and soy sauce for a proper Chinese-style marinade, and you will never have chewy stir-fry again. Number 40. The fruit wash. Mix 1 cup of white vinegar with 3 cups of cold water in a large bowl. Submerge your berries, grapes, or any soft fruit and let them sit for 5 minutes. The vinegar dissolves pesticide residues and kills surface bacteria more effectively than plain water alone. Chinese families who shop at wet markets have long used acidic rinses to clean produce that travels through many hands. After the soak, rinse thoroughly with clean water and your fruit will stay fresh noticeably longer in the fridge. Number 39. No smell steaming. If you have ever steamed fish and had that heavy fishy smell linger in your kitchen for hours, here's your fix. Place a small bowl with 2 tablespoons of white vinegar on the counter near your stove while you cook, or add a splash directly to the water in your steamer pot. The acetic acid molecules in the air bond with the volatile fishy odor compounds called trimethylamine and neutralize them. This trick is used in coastal Chinese households where fish is steamed multiple times a week. Number 38. Reviving wilted greens. Take your wilted lettuce, bok choy, or any leafy green and fill a large bowl with ice-cold water. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar and submerge the leaves for 10 to 15 minutes. The cold water rehydrates the plant cells through osmosis, and the vinegar helps firm up the cell walls by interacting with the pectin structure in the leaves. Chinese cooks in restaurants use cold acidulated water to keep vegetables crisp during long prep sessions. Your salad will look like it just came from the market. Number 37. Perfect poached eggs. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar to your poaching water before dropping in the eggs. This is a technique used across Chinese and Western cooking alike. The vinegar lowers the pH of the water and causes the egg white proteins to coagulate faster, which means the whites wrap tightly around the yolk instead of spreading into wispy threads. The result is a beautifully compact restaurant-style poached egg every time. Use fresh eggs for the best results. Number 36. The cast iron clean. If your cast iron pan or wok has developed rust spots, do not reach for dish soap. Instead, make a paste from white vinegar and coarse salt, apply it to the rusted areas, and scrub with a rough cloth or paper towel. The acid dissolves iron oxide, which is the chemical compound that makes up rust, and the salt acts as a gentle abrasive to physically remove it. Chinese cleavers and woks passed down through families are often maintained this way. After removing rust, dry completely and apply a thin layer of oil. Number 35. Natural dish sanitizer. After washing greasy Chinese-style platters that held braised pork belly or fried dumplings, do a final rinse with a mixture of 1 part white vinegar to 5 parts water. Vinegar cuts through the film of grease that regular dish soap sometimes leaves behind on large ceramic serving dishes, and it also kills many common kitchen bacteria. Your dishes will come out noticeably cleaner and odor-free, especially those deep serving bowls that tend to hold on to smell. Number 34. The potato prep. After you cut your potatoes into fry shapes, soak them in a bowl of cold water with 2 tablespoons of white vinegar for 30 minutes before cooking. The vinegar helps draw out excess surface starch while the cold water firms the potato cells. When you then fry or bake them, the exterior gets dramatically crispier because there is less moisture and surface starch to turn soggy. Chinese-style crispy potatoes, a popular street food dish, use a similar acidic soaking method to achieve that shatteringly crunchy texture. Number 33. Onion breath eraser for hands. After chopping onions or garlic, your hands can smell for hours. Pour a small amount of undiluted white vinegar onto your palms, rub them together for 30 seconds, and then rinse with warm water. The acid neutralizes the sulfur-containing compounds in onion and garlic that cause that persistent smell. It works far better than soap alone and faster than rubbing your hands on stainless steel. Chinese cooks who prep garlic and ginger constantly swear by this quick fix. Number 32. Coffee pot descaler. Fill your coffee maker's water reservoir halfway with equal parts white vinegar and water. Run it through a full brew cycle without a coffee filter or grounds. Then run 2 full cycles with plain water to rinse. The acetic acid dissolves calcium and mineral deposits that build up inside the machine from tap water. These deposits, called limescale, reduce heating efficiency and create a bitter, stale flavor in your coffee. Descaling monthly keeps your machine running efficiently and your coffee tasting clean. Number 31. Microwave steam clean. Pour half a cup of white vinegar and half a cup of water into a microwave-safe bowl. Place it inside and run the microwave on high for 5 minutes. Do not open the door immediately. Let the steam sit inside for another 3 minutes. When you open the door, all the dried-on food splatters will have been loosened by the hot acidic steam and will wipe away with a single damp cloth. No scrubbing needed. This is a favorite quick clean method because it also eliminates any lingering food odors inside the appliance. Number 30. The cutting board reset. After using your wooden cutting board for garlic, ginger, or fish, pour white vinegar directly onto the surface and spread it around with a cloth. Let it sit for 3 minutes and then wipe clean. The acid neutralizes the odor-causing molecules that have soaked into the wood grain and simultaneously kills surface bacteria. Chinese wooden chopping blocks, which are often used daily for strong-smelling ingredients, benefit enormously from this simple reset. Rinse with water and allow to air dry after treatment. Number 29. Burnt pot recovery. If you have scorched the bottom of a pot after cooking congee, rice, or a braised dish, here's how the Chinese approach this. Fill the pot with enough water to cover the burned area, add half a cup of white vinegar, and bring it to a boil on the stove. Let it boil for 5 minutes, then remove from heat. The acidic boiling water breaks down the carbonized food particles chemically, lifting them from the metal surface. After cooling, most of the burnt residue will come off with a wooden spoon and a light scrub. Now, those first 15 hacks were all about the kitchen, but I need you to stay with me because the most surprising and powerful uses are coming up next, especially number 26 for your skin that you probably never would have guessed was possible. Number 28. The metabolism kick. In rural parts of Fujian province and other regions of China, drinking a diluted morning tonic of 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or white rice vinegar in a full glass of warm water has been a traditional practice for generations. The acetic acid is believed to help manage blood sugar spikes after meals by slowing the rate at which the stomach empties. Modern research has shown some support for this, suggesting that daily vinegar consumption may modestly improve insulin sensitivity. Always dilute it and never drink it straight to protect tooth enamel. Number 27. Hair vitality rinse. After shampooing, mix 2 tablespoons of white vinegar into 1 cup of cool water and pour it through your hair as a final rinse. Let it sit for 2 minutes before rinsing with cold water. Your scalp has a natural slightly acidic pH, and many shampoos are alkaline, which disturbs that balance and leaves hair looking dull and frizzy. The vinegar restores the correct pH, causes the hair cuticle to lie flat, and results in noticeably shinier, smoother hair. Chinese women have used vinegar rinses for centuries to maintain that glossy appearance. Number 26. Soothing foot soak. Fill a basin with warm water and add half a cup of white vinegar. Soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes. The vinegar softens hard, calloused skin, making it easier to remove with a pumice stone. The acidic environment also creates conditions that are unfriendly to odor-causing bacteria and fungus that thrive on the feet. In traditional Chinese wellness practices, regular foot soaks are considered important for overall circulation and relaxation. Finish by moisturizing immediately after drying your feet. Number 25. Sunburn relief. Mix equal parts white vinegar and cool water in a spray bottle. Spray directly onto sunburned skin or apply with a soft cloth. The coolness provides immediate comfort, and the acetic acid helps restore the skin's disrupted pH balance, reducing the inflammatory response. This is a traditional Chinese remedy that has been used in warmer coastal regions where sun exposure is high. Never apply undiluted vinegar to broken or blistered skin. Reapply as needed and always follow up with aloe vera or moisturizer. Number 24. Natural Pore Refiner. Dilute 1 part white vinegar with 3 parts water and apply it to your face with a cotton pad after cleansing. This acts as a natural toner. The acetic acid removes residual soap, excess oil, and dead skin cells while tightening the appearance of pores. It also has mild antimicrobial properties that can help prevent breakouts. Chinese skincare traditions have long incorporated fermented ingredients for their skin balancing benefits. Always do a patch test first and avoid the eye area entirely. Number 23. Dandruff Combat. Mix 2 tablespoons of white vinegar with the same amount of warm water and massage it directly into your scalp. Leave it on for 5 minutes before shampooing as usual. Dandruff is often caused by an overgrowth of a naturally occurring yeast on the scalp, which thrives in alkaline conditions. The acidity of the vinegar disrupts this environment and reduces flaking significantly with regular use twice weekly. Many Chinese grandmothers recommended this treatment long before medicated dandruff shampoos existed. Number 22. Sore throat gargle. Mix 1 tablespoon of white vinegar with a full glass of warm water and gargle for 30 seconds twice a day. Do not swallow. The acidic environment helps reduce the bacterial growth in the throat that contributes to soreness and inflammation. This is one of the oldest recorded remedies in Chinese folk medicine and has some scientific backing as a mild antimicrobial gargle. It will not replace medical treatment for serious infections, but for the early stages of a scratchy throat, it can provide real relief. Number 21. The digestion helper. Adding a teaspoon of white vinegar or rice vinegar to heavy fatty meals while eating, or consuming it diluted in water just before a large meal, may help support digestion. The acid stimulates the production of digestive enzymes and helps break down proteins more efficiently. Chinese cuisine often includes naturally acidic elements like pickled vegetables or vinegar-dressed dishes, served alongside rich fatty foods like pork belly or fried items, and this pairing is not accidental. It is a practical, built-in digestive strategy. Number 20. Itch eraser for mosquito bites. Apply undiluted white vinegar directly onto a mosquito bite using a cotton ball and hold it there for 1 minute. Mosquito saliva is alkaline, and this is what causes the histamine reaction and itching. The acidic vinegar neutralizes the alkalinity instantly, reducing the itch within seconds. This hack works best immediately after the bite occurs. Chinese people living in humid, mosquito-heavy regions have used this as a first-response remedy for generations, and it genuinely works faster than most over-the-counter creams. Number 19. Hand sanitizer old world method. After gardening or handling soil, bacteria, and raw meat, wash your hands with soap and then do a final rinse with undiluted white vinegar before drying. The vinegar's antimicrobial properties help reduce the bacteria count on your skin surface. While it is not a replacement for proper hand washing with soap, it adds an extra layer of protection. Traditional Chinese herb farmers and rural cooks used this method regularly when commercial sanitizers were not available, and it remains a simple, non-toxic option. Number 18. Toenail health. If you are dealing with stubborn toenail discoloration or early-stage fungal issues, soak your affected foot in a bowl with 1 part white vinegar and 2 parts warm water for 30 minutes daily. Fungus thrives in neutral to alkaline environments and struggles to survive in acidic conditions. This is a well-known folk remedy across Chinese communities that has been referenced in wellness literature. Consistency matters here. You will need to continue this daily for several weeks to see real improvement and consult a doctor for persistent cases. Number 17. The bath softener. Add 1 full cup of white vinegar to your bathwater before getting in. The acetic acid helps dissolve soap scum that sits on the surface of your skin after washing and restores the slightly acidic pH of the skin. Your skin will feel noticeably softer and less tight after soaking for 15 to 20 minutes. This is especially beneficial for people with dry or sensitive skin who react to the chlorine and alkalinity of tap water. Traditional Chinese herbal bath rituals often incorporated acidic ingredients for exactly this reason. Number 16. Laundry skin care. Instead of using commercial fabric softeners that often contain harsh chemicals and strong synthetic fragrances, add half a cup of white vinegar to your washing machine's rinse cycle. It softens fabrics naturally by dissolving the alkaline detergent residue left in the fibers after washing. This residue is a common cause of skin irritation, especially in people with sensitive skin or eczema. Your clothes will come out softer, smell fresher, and cause far less irritation. It is a zero-chemical swap that the Chinese have used for household laundry for decades. Number 15. The refreshing steam for congestion. Boil a pot of water. Remove it from the heat and add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Drape a towel over your head, lean over the pot at a safe distance, and inhale the vapors for 5 to 10 minutes. The warm, acidic steam helps loosen mucus in congested nasal passages and sinuses, providing real temporary relief. Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners have used steam inhalation with vinegar and herbal additions as a natural decongestant therapy. It will not cure a cold, but it brings genuine, immediate breathing relief. Number 14. Teeth stain emergency. Dip your toothbrush in a small amount of undiluted white vinegar and brush gently for 30 seconds. Rinse thoroughly and immediately brush again with your regular fluoride toothpaste. The mild acid helps lift tea stains and surface discoloration from enamel. Chinese tea drinkers who consume multiple cups of green or black tea daily find this particularly useful for maintaining a brighter smile between dental appointments. Use this method no more than once a week and never leave vinegar on your teeth for extended periods to avoid enamel erosion. Number 13. The glass glimmer. Mix equal parts white vinegar and distilled water in a spray bottle. Spray onto mirrors and glass surfaces, then wipe immediately with a crumpled piece of newspaper or a lint-free microfiber cloth. The acetic acid dissolves mineral deposits, soap film, and fingerprint oils far more effectively than most commercial glass cleaners, which often leave behind a residue that causes streaking. This is the same principle behind how Chinese cleaning staff in traditional tea houses kept decorative glass panels spotlessly clear using simple acidic solutions. Number 12. Rust remover for tools. Submerge rusty kitchen tools, scissors, or even an old Chinese cleaver in undiluted white vinegar for 8 to 12 hours. The prolonged acid exposure dissolves iron oxide directly from the metal surface. After soaking, scrub with a stiff brush, rinse and dry immediately and thoroughly to prevent new rust from forming. Coat the tool with a thin layer of mineral oil to protect it going forward. This method can restore heavily rusted tools to a functional state without any abrasive grinding or harsh chemical rust removers. Number 11. Natural weed killer. Pour undiluted white vinegar directly onto the weeds growing through the cracks in your patio or driveway. For stubborn weeds, mix the vinegar with a tablespoon of dish soap to help it adhere to the leaves and apply on a hot, sunny day. The acid desiccates the weed cells and kills the above-ground growth quickly. Chinese urban gardeners with small courtyard or balcony gardens use this as a non-toxic alternative to chemical herbicides. Note that this will affect any plant it touches, so apply carefully around desired plants. Number 10. Flower Life Extender. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar and 1 teaspoon of white sugar to the water in your flour vase. Change the water every 2 days, adding a fresh dose each time. The vinegar lowers the pH of the water, which inhibits bacterial and fungal growth that causes stems to rot and water to cloud. The sugar provides nutrients to the flowers. This combination can extend the life of cut flowers by several days compared to plain water. Chinese floral arrangement culture places great importance on keeping flowers vibrant as long as possible. Number 9. The Clog Buster. Pour half a cup of baking soda directly down your slow-draining sink, followed immediately by 1 cup of white vinegar. The two substances will react vigorously, creating carbon dioxide foam that physically agitates and loosens the buildup of grease, soap residue, and debris in the pipe. After 10 minutes, flush with a full kettle of boiling water. This chemical reaction is effective for mild to moderate clogs and is completely safe for pipes, unlike many commercial drain cleaners that contain caustic chemicals that degrade plumbing over time. Number 8. Fabric Stain Lifter. For yellow sweat stains on white shirt collars and underarms, mix 2 parts white vinegar with 1 part baking soda into a thick paste and apply directly to the stained area. Let it sit for 30 minutes, then scrub gently and wash normally. The vinegar breaks down the protein and salt compounds in sweat stains, while the baking soda provides mild abrasive action. This combination is more effective on these specific stains than most laundry pre-treatments and is completely safe for cotton fabrics. Number 7. The Fridge Refresh. Fill a small open bowl with white vinegar and place it on the middle shelf of your refrigerator overnight. The acetic acid molecules in the air absorb and neutralize the odor compounds from leftover food, strong cheeses, and fermented items. Replace weekly for continuous freshness. This is a far more effective and natural method than baking soda alone, and Chinese households that store strongly flavored fermented items like kimchi, preserved tofu, or salted fish in their refrigerators rely on this trick heavily. Number 6. Scissor Sharpener and Blade Cleaner. Fold a piece of aluminum foil several times to create multiple layers, then cut through it repeatedly with your scissors. This realigns the blades. Then wipe the blades thoroughly with a cloth soaked in white vinegar to remove adhesive residue, oxidation, and built-up grime. The vinegar dissolves the sticky residue that causes scissors to drag, restoring smooth cutting action. This is especially useful for kitchen scissors that cut through packaging, tape, and food regularly. Number 5. Pet Odor Neutralizer. Mix 1 cup of white vinegar with 2 cups of water in a spray bottle and spray directly onto fabric surfaces where pet odors are strongest, such as sofas, pet beds, and rugs. Allow to air dry completely. The vinegar neutralizes the alkaline compounds in pet urine and saliva that produce those persistent odors. Once dry, the vinegar smell itself dissipates completely, leaving the fabric odor-free. This is safe for most pets and children once dry, making it a practical non-toxic solution for households with animals. Number 4. The Shoe Deodorizer. Spray the inside of smelly shoes lightly with undiluted white vinegar and allow them to dry in open air, ideally in sunlight. The vinegar kills the odor-causing bacteria that breed in the warm, moist interior of shoes. Once completely dry, any vinegar scent vanishes entirely. For particularly stubborn odors, repeat the process daily for 3 consecutive days. This works on canvas, leather, and synthetic shoes alike and is significantly cheaper and less chemically aggressive than commercial shoe deodorizer sprays. Now for the final 3 hacks. These are what we are calling the ultimate staples. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember these 3. Number 3. Window Track Deep Clean. Pour undiluted white vinegar directly into the window tracks and let it sit for 5 minutes. Use an old toothbrush to scrub and dissolve the built-up grime, dust, and mold. Wipe clean with a cloth. Tracks that have not been cleaned in years will look brand new. Number 2. The Sticky Residue Remover. When you buy new ceramic bowls, plates, or decorative items, and they have those stubborn price tag stickers that leave gluey residue behind, soak a cloth in undiluted white vinegar and press it firmly onto the sticky area for 2 minutes. The acetic acid dissolves the adhesive polymer in the glue, allowing it to be rubbed away cleanly without scratching the ceramic surface. This works on glass, metal, and most hard surfaces and leaves no chemical residue behind, making it ideal for food contact items. And the final hack, number 1. The secret polishing paste. Mix equal parts white vinegar and table salt to form a thin paste. Apply it to copper pots, brass handles, bronze ornaments, or any tarnished metal surface using a soft cloth, rubbing in small circular motions. The acid dissolves the copper oxide tarnish while the salt provides gentle mechanical abrasion to buff it away simultaneously. Rinse thoroughly with warm water and dry immediately. Chinese family heirlooms in brass and copper have been maintained with this exact 2-ingredient method for generations, restoring them to a warm, brilliant shine that commercial metal polishes rarely surpass. That is, all 43 hacks. A single bottle of white vinegar sitting in your kitchen is one of the most powerful and versatile tools you own. Share this with someone who needs to see it. Drop your favorite hack in the comments below and subscribe because we are just getting started.